This just in. It's time for the wrestling show to take a very cynical look back at representing the WWE. And live from the MVP Arena in Albany, New York, it's Monday Night Raw. Air date, December the 3rd, 2023. This episode is The Road to the Royal Rumble. So, let's go in
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Lip really loves wrestling. He likes to talk about it too. If you like to watch wrestling like he do, come and join us on the wrestling show. On the wrestling show. On the wrestling show. Baby!
Welcome to All Wrestling Show. I'm your most fickle host, Lip Hazlewood, and this is a look back at the Monday Night Raw. But before we dive into the big show, just a quick shout out to the non-competitors. That's right, they are the glue that holds the building together. Now, first and foremost, representing the general manager, it's Adam Pearce. Next, getting all the pre-match interviews and all the backstage scoops, they are the team of Jackie Redmond and Byron Saxton. And of course, heading into the ring, we've got the announcer letting everybody know who's about to fight and the results of such matches. We've got ourselves Samantha Irving. And last, but certainly not least, it's the commentary crew, the play-by-play guys, the hosts, and I even call them the narrators of the whole damn show. They are the team of, now I always say this, he's my personal favorite. He's got, he's a man with the raspy yet soothing voice. I got a man crush on him. I'm not shy to say that. It is very intelligent, letting everybody knows what's going on, what's up. It's Wade Barrett. And backing up the great Wade Barrett, it is, of course, a longtime veteran of over 25 years. It's Michael Cole. Now, without any further kudos, let's get on with the show. So, we start off the show with, oh my goodness, it's Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre! He opens up the show and he talks about the WWE universe, WWE, the higher-ups, the land of liars, hypocrites, and cowards. You know, I'm like, wow. And they're idiots, too. This is where you can leave the company and then come back for instant forgiveness. For these days, anyways. And it's funny that Drew McIntyre says that. You know, Drew McIntyre is another competitor who's left the company and traveled the world, different organizations, to come right back to the WWE for instant forgiveness. So it's kind of, hypocritical of Drew McIntyre to bring that up. Anyways, it comes down to he talks about he's out for Jey Uso and all the bloodline, you know, and then Sami Zayn, he comes out, you know, and he starts talking about stuff like, like about being delusional. You know, I'm not delusional. So he blames, I don't blame other people for my shortcomings like you do, you know, something like that. Now he also talks about, Sami Zayn goes on, like, I got redemption. I made my family proud. You know, like every time he gets knocked down, Sami Zayn gets knocked down, he gets back up again, and he goes for his best. And he shows he made his family proud. Unlike Drew McIntyre, he did not. Do you make your family proud? He asks. It's like, ooh. And then that's it. That was it. Drew McIntyre was like, oh, no you didn't. No you didn't. But you know he's going to say that. He was all furious and angry. This match, which is the first match, Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn, this was about close to 20 minutes This was a barn burner. This was a knuckle duster. This was very close to being match of the night. This was crazy good. Drew McIntyre is obviously a big man. He's got some serious power. Sami Zayn, he's very intelligent. He's not nearly as big as Drew McIntyre, but he is one hell of a wrestler. And this match here was, like I say, Sami Zayn's an architect. He knows how to wrestle, and he knows how to put a match together. This match was very, very good. Now, they did spend some time outside the ring. A little over 35 seconds, roughly 35 seconds. It was okay. The referee counts really slow, so it doesn't matter. Now, during the match, Drew McIntyre got Sami Zayn down. He started stomping a couple of times, stomped on his head. And then he stomped on Sami Zayn's ankle, just right up stomped his ankle. And that was it for Sami Zayn, his ankle. Now, here's the thing. Michael Cole apparently didn't register the foot stomp by Drew McIntyre, a la Randy Orton, just body stomps. But he just, on the leg. So, Sami Zayn ends up going on the second rope, jumping off the second rope, missing Drew McIntyre with the move, and then landing, and then, exacerbating his ankle injury. And then Michael Cole's like, oh, he must have landed wrong. It's like, no, he landed right. He was injured. It was compromised before the jump. Come on now. Keep the eyes open, Michael Cole. Damn it. I don't know why he's there for 25 years. I mean, he should really be staring at what's going on in the ring. He should be staring there. Anyways, Drew McIntyre was crushing this match until, of course, Drew McIntyre pulls the perfect Otis, where he runs head first, shoulder first, and shoulder tackles the ring post, just like so. But this match carries on. Sami Zayn eventually gets turned things around, and then Drew McIntyre turned things around too, with just Sami Zayn. He's being thrown around like a sack of feathers. That's right, because feathers are really light, and he's thrown around like he's nothing, like he's a nothing. They take the fight outside for the second time, where Drew McIntyre uses Sami Zayn as like a lawn dart and chucks him over top the commentating table. Smashes really hard on the commentating table. Doesn't break though. They end up going back in the ring there. Sami Zayn gets hugely power bombed in the ring. This insane power bomb. Insane. They fight on. Drew McIntyre goes to the second rope. He's going to do something off the second rope. Sami Zayn. Well, Drew McIntyre gets Sami Zayn for the air raid crash style. He starts climbing up the ropes. Sami Zayn, O'Connor rolls himself off, and then power bombs. Not O'Connor rolls. I mean, sunset flips himself. He sunset flip, slides off style. Sunset flip, slide style to a power bomb onto Drew McIntyre. Pretty good. Although Drew McIntyre did kick out of that. And then they had Sami Zayn picked him up for the Blue Thunder Bomb, tried for the pin, didn't get it. Anyways, the end sequence of the match was this. It was a really good match. A lot of back and forth in the match. It was good. Very competitive. Very competitive. Now, the very end sequence of the match. Now, Sami Zayn has been suffering the Cody Rhodes trope for the entire match. Most of the match, when he's got his ankle crushed by Drew McIntyre. At the end sequence is this. Sami Zayn goes to Irish whip Drew McIntyre through the ropes, but Drew turns things around. Sami Zayn does his patent. Now he does his springboard. He runs towards the ropes, and feet first, he jumps on the second ropes and bounces backwards. And then he reverse bunny hops Drew McIntyre. But on a landing, that's his ankle. Ankle's gone. He's like, oh, whoa, whoa. The referee's like trying to intervene and talk like, it's ridiculous what the referee's trying to do. Anyways, Seth Rollins wouldn't have, or I should say, Drew McIntyre wouldn't have a stoppage. So eventually, Drew McIntyre takes full advantage. Sami Zayn, he takes his knee out. Takes him up by the knee, and then one hell of a Claymore kick later, because the referee's like trying to, are you okay, Sami? And then, Drew McIntyre with a massive Claymore kick. Referee escapes barely. I can only imagine if the referee didn't move and referee got kicked in the face, that would have been a disqualification. So it was kind of a reckless move, but hey, the referee moved and it was okay. So next up, we go backstage now. It is with Jackie Redmond trying to get some post-match words with Sami Zayn about what just happened, and then it's a Drew McIntyre. it's a drive-by. He comes back and starts smashing the holy hell out of Sami Zayn. Beats him up and then stomps on his leg one more time. Sami Zayn's on the ground. He has his leg up just perfectly, just relaxing on the old, shipping crate. And he gets stomped on. So we all know this. So basically, Sami Zayn has been put on the shelf. He's got the wrestler's vacation. So yeah, him and Kevin Owens now can have a double vacation together and do some stuff that they couldn't do for years. Now they can have a nice vacation with their families to who knows where. Puerto Viagra. With that, so Sami Zayn injured, clearly leg injury. How long? Who knows? Probably until the Royal Rumble. He'll probably be back for that one. Anyways, we go backstage with Byron Saxton and the very gaunt-looking Becky Lynch. That's right, I said gaunt. Becky Lynch, she's looking worse and worse every week. She's getting skinnier and skinnier. Her face is getting more and more gaunt. I'm like, wow, what's going on with this girl? Like 5 years ago, Becky, and today's Becky, two different women, completely different women. They stand them side by side. You think, well, Becky Lynch is obviously standing next to her mother. That's how bad Becky looks right now. She's so, yeah. Anyways, so Byron Saxton talks to Becky Lynch about Nia Jax, and Nia comes in there. And, of course, disrespects him, Byron Saxton a little bit, and she takes it away free. She calls him Barney. Barney, get lost. I can take it from here, Barney. Get lost. Anyways, it is hilarious. Now, Becky Lynch, years ago, she punched Nia Jax in the nose. Or Nia Jax punched Becky Lynch in the nose. It broke her nose and bleeding everywhere. And that was back when Becky Lynch still had all her baby fat. Now, I don't think there is a chance Becky Lynch. I think if Becky Lynch takes a legitimate, it's called the Annihilator, which I call it the Annihilator. Forget the A, the Annihilator. Becky Lynch could legitimately die in the ring. She's so frail now. I mean, her ribs could easily crush. So anyways, it comes down to this. Becky Lynch says, "You're number one on my list." Really? Whatever. So then we go on to our very next match. It is a singles competitor match. It is a women's division. It's Nia Jax versus Shayna Baszler. Now, Shayna Baszler had a couple words to say before the match, saying that, "I broke your arm long time ago. I'll do it again." No, you won't. Shayna Baszler hasn't been a threat since she left the NXT. She hasn't been a threat since she left the NXT. She's been mid-card Shayna. She hasn't found her killer streak. I don't know, something's wrong with Shayna Baszler. She just cannot get to the same level she was at NXT, where she was unstoppable. She was a killer. She was a killing machine. Now, Shayna who? What? Does she have a specialty? I don't know. So there you go. This match here was Nia Jax working her ass. She's working with, so she's showing how good of a wrestler she is. Now, this match was a lot of back and forth. Nia Jax is clearly the stronger of the two, more powerful. But, Shayna Baszler, she had some opportunities of winning. She has her flying knee, her knee strike, which is basically Shayna Baszler's only move these days. That and the Karafuna clutch. The flying knee. So she ends up trying to get a pin attempt on Shayna with a flying knee, but no. It turns out, at the end sequence, Nia Jax, she does hit her with the senton, the running senton. Just crushes the holy hell out of, Shayna. Now, here's where things get weird. No, that wasn't the end. Now, these things get weird. Nia Jax tries to end it with the, what's that? Annihilator. I'm calling it the Annihilator. Annihilator is dumb. The Annihilator. Because it's her name. It's her name. So she goes up for the Annihilator, and Shayna Baszler pops up, and she tries to go for a German suplex. Now, either Shayna Baszler just didn't have what it takes to do a proper German suplex, because she definitely didn't. She pulled Nia Jax off the second rope, and she fell backwards, and Nia Jax literally sat on her face, landed ass first on top of Shayna Baszler's face. That could have been dangerous. That could have been easily a broken orbital. But yeah, very horrible. But you know what? They carried on. Shayna Baszler. Even though I can tell she's probably gonna have her face going all black and blue by by Tamara. So Shayna Baszler, after that, she tries to take advantage with the Karafuna clutch. The Karafuna clutch. It could have worked too, but Nia Jax ended up getting up, rolling on her stomach, standing up, and then with the what's that? It's like the electric chair drop, but lower. It's like she's sitting on her back. She just drops backwards and just crushes the holy hell of Shayna Baszler. She slides her down to the corner, and then with the Nia later. I'm not calling the Annihilator, the Nihilator, because it makes more sense, in my mind at least. Crushes the holy hell out of Shayna Baszler, and that's it. Nia Jax beats Shayna Baszler in a very, very good match. This was a competitive match, and Nia Jax made Shayna Baszler look good on Shayna Baszler's losing, attempt. And then after that, we got ourselves some Becky Lynch, hauling her scrawny ass to the ring. Pancake ass, I should say. She's got her ass is just like Shotzi and Charlotte. They look like they're smuggling pancakes. Yeah, the shapeless body of these women. So she comes in there. Nia Jax rolls out of the ring. It's like, we fight on my time. Thank you very much. I just been through 12 and a half minutes here, and I'm gonna fight again later where I'll crush ya. I'll crush ya. They didn't say that, but Nia Jax did leave, and she wants to fight in her own time. So now we go backstage. It is with DIY and the Way. DIY and the Way. So it's Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano with Johnny's wife, Candice LeRae, and her friend Indy Hartwell. They're talking about their rematch with the Imperium. And then Imperium shows up. It's Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser come in the ring there, and they think they're going to beat DIY. And then he's like, what's Gunther going to say when you lose? Anyways, the match is here. This match is not just any match. This is a 2 of 3 falls match. And this match was in total roughly 10 minutes. 10 minutes! How did it go? Now, the first round was about 4 minutes and 40 seconds. Mm-hmm. And it was DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa going for the finishing move, meet in the middle. But however, Johnny Gargano did tack out to, Tommaso Ciampa. Johnny Gargano gets pulled out of the ring by Giovanni Vinci. And then Tommaso Ciampa goes for his flying knee. However, he misses. Ludwig Kaiser goes for the schoolboy roll-up and gets the first fall for Imperium. Then we move on. It's round number 2. It was about 5 minutes and 10 seconds. And, let me see here. Actually, no, it's about 19 minutes this match. I don't know why I got 10 minutes. My calculations are terrible! Terrible. It started off, anyways, so it's about 49, 59. No, it's about 12 minutes. About 12 minutes. I should have done a proper calculation, but I'm just terrible at this. Math. So, what's 4 plus 5? It's math. Anyways, round 2 goes to, this goes on there. And this is where Imperium tries to end it with an Imperium bomb on Johnny Gargano, but it is Tommaso Ciampa. Now, this Imperium bomb would have been completely illegal. It's Giovanni Vinci is in the ring there, and he picks up, Johnny Gargano for the power bomb, and then Ludwig Kaiser climbs onto the ropes there, going to do his uppercut. He hasn't been tagged in. This would have been illegal. Anyways, it's Tommaso Ciampa holding on for dear life to, Ludwig Kaiser's leg. Couldn't do that. Ends up, Johnny Gargano gets this some sort of victory, laying down victory roll. It's the lying down. Yeah, he's still lying down. He ends up rolling him up somehow, rolling up. Giovanni Vinci for the win. Now, next round, it was a couple minutes, It was, what's that? There was one big move. Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, they do this move. Tommaso Ciampa picks up, I believe it's Giovanni for a backdrop driver. And then, Johnny Gargano dives in, finishes it, joins the other side, and almost like a power bomb. Giovanni down. It was pretty good. But Giovanni, little special props to Giovanni Vinci. His double springboard moonsault was picture perfect. It was so pretty. It was he looked great. He just soared through the air gracefully. He looked great. But that didn't end the match. It could have. But here we go. The end sequence was this. DIY going for the old, meet in the middle. Once more time. But it's Giovanni Vinci pulls out Tommaso Ciampa this time, but Tommaso turns things around, throws Giovanni Vinci into the steel steps. Ludwig Kaiser tries to go for a schoolboy on Johnny Gargano, but that doesn't work. Johnny kicks out. They end up fighting some more. Then it's the meet in the middle. Once again, they get Ludwig Kaiser with the meet in the middle. Johnny Gargano with the super kick, and Tommaso Ciampa with the knee to the back of the head. And with that, Tommaso Ciampa gets a pin on Ludwig Kaiser. So my goodness, so what's going to happen? If Gunther was there today, oh my goodness, he'd have something to say. So then we go backstage. It was hilarious. It's Tegan Nox and Natalya, Bret Hart back there, Miss Beret, and they're preparing for the match. Preparing for the future match. Against the Katana Carter and Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. That's two, the duo, the tiny duo. Anyways, so they're back there, and it is Piper Niven and Chelsea Green back there. And Chelsea Green, she's great. Chelsea Green, if you know her, you gotta love her because she's intelligent. Her comedic timing is perfect. Her rips, her burns are just on point. She's amazing. She's amazing at talking. In ring, she can bring it, but she's great. I think she's great. So she's talking to Natalya. She calls her out for what she does. She's basically trying to make it. She says, you're just trying to make it work. This is not your meal ticket. She says, this is not your meal ticket to Natalya. Of course, that's what Natalya does. She rides other women's coattails to make herself relevant. It's not the first time she's done it. Not the first time, and not the last time either. So it's just not going to work. This team, nope, it won't. And then Tegan gets all frustrated about that and tries to attack, but no. She's held back by Natalya. Because you know what? When it comes down to this tag team, Tegan and Natalya, nobody's buying it. I don't. Chelsea Green doesn't. And I believe Piper Niven doesn't either. So, after that, we go backstage, and it's with, I guess, the Creed brothers, Bruce and Julius Creed, getting ready for the big match. It's supposed to be a tag team match because they won this, they had this big, tournament match the other week. Where, not really a tournament match, but tournament style match, the gauntlet match, where the Creed brothers won, and they're going to get their opportunity for tag gold. So then they're back there, and you got the New Day congratulating them with them, and all that love fest. And then it's the Alpha Academy. Chad Gabla, Otis, and Maxine Dupree, and the meme Tozawa are there, and Chad Gable says, you should join the Gable method. And Creed brothers like, no thank you, go away please. They didn't really say that, but anyways, they're building up for a Creed brothers match. So then we go to find out what's going on with the Judgment Day. We don't know when this is recorded. This could have recorded any time. It is apparently the comedy relief of R-Truth back there with his old style TV set. in apparently the Judgment Day's clubhouse. And we got ourselves JD McDonough and Dominic Mysterio up there, and Damien Priest. And Damien's like, aren't you supposed to take care of R-Truth? That fool, that clown, that bum. He didn't say any of that, but he did say, are you get rid of this guy? Are you going to take care of this guy here? And this was supposed to be the match. Today was supposed to be the day that JD McDonough, beat the holy hell out of R-Truth. But we find out news. Damien Priest says, guess what? Rhea Ripley and Finn Balor aren't at the show today. Therefore, there will not be a tag team main event in the tag team championship match. But instead, it's going to be Dominic Mysterio and JD McDonough teaming up to fight the Creed brothers. And so I guess it's a good thing too. It's a good thing that the comic relief, R-Truth won't be fighting tonight, because if he does, he could be injured once again. R-Truth injured himself in the NXT. The dumb tope suicida he dropped. What a flop, father. He injured himself. He injured himself real bad. It's best that R-Truth not be in a ring. He looks good. He looks young for his very old age. But he might look young, but his body is an old man. He's got, his bones. His insides are rubbish. So, yeah, Damien Priest, talks to the two, JD and Dominic, about their upcoming match with the Creed brothers. Okay, that doesn't matter. So now we go on to our next. It's a tag team match, the women's division. It is Katana Chance, Kaden Carter, the Team KC versus Natalya Bret Hart and Tegan Nox. Freshly dyed hair, the rainbow hair of Tegan Nox. Tegan Nox looks like, Asuka used to do these colors too. All these colors too. I guess if Asuka's not using the hair colors and her hair color scheme in her hair, someone's gotta. So is Tegan Nox. Watching the match, joining, Michael Cole and Wade Barrett, it is Piper Niven and the world tag team champions, Chelsea Green. Chelsea doing some fantastic job, doing some mic skills, talking on commentary. Michael Cole thinks nobody likes, Chelsea Green. Unfortunately, it's the other way around, and Wade Barrett said it. It's like, well, you don't have any friends either, Michael Cole. How about them apples? Not really quite like that. So we got a point here. Now, Kaden Carter and Katana Chance, they are the tiniest two in wrestling, as in short-wise, but Katana Chance, she is legitimately, I think, like 75 pounds, soaking wet. She is tiny, and so small, in fact, that they had a spot where Natalya, from a lying down Katana Chance, she picks her up, and then she deadlifts her over her head. That was the big move of the night for Natalya, anyways. So anyways, the tag matches, with all WWE, tag ropes really don't matter, With the DIY match, it was pretty clean until the last swing, but anyways. This one here, there's one tag that was egregiously terrible. Just like, what's going on? It's Katana Chance. She hit the center of the ropes, the center part of the ropes. Kaden Carter decides to slap her in the back in the center there. Nowhere near the tag rope. Many feet away from the tag rope. Referee's like, oh, you touched her back. That's a tag. Well, that must be a tag. It's like, really? Really? That just took the entire match and threw it and flushed it right in the toilet. Other than that, we got one move here where it's a, what was that? It was a wheelbarrow. Now, it's a tangent move with Katana Chance. Did a wheelbarrow move onto Kaden Carter. Kaden Carter, she flips around, ends up doing a moonsault onto Natalya. But Natalya, she's lying there, and she repositions herself. So you can see her moving away from the move. It's like she's like, me, squish. She's like, yeah, she's like edging herself away a little bit. It's like, what are you doing? You look like a fool. Just accept it. So she moved, and it's a funny thing, because she moved just a little bit away, and when the moonsault came, her face was right in line with Katana Chance's knee. So she got knee right in the face. It's like, and you know what? Who's to blame for that? It's Natalya. Anyways. the match goes on, and it's Tegan Nox. She comes in and one of her moves is the Molly go round. It is she does a front flip senton. Last week she did a great one, but this one, the Molly go round, is one of the most difficult moves to pull off, and this one here proved it. One of the worst Molly go rounds I've ever seen. Basically, Tegan Nox did a front flip, and then she basically powerbombed herself. She powerbombs herself. She gets herself into a powerbomb, and then she slams down. It's like, what is that? That is so sloppy and ugly. Come on. Either you get it right or don't do it at all. You know? You can either have 100% comp. If you don't do that 100% with confidence, you look like a fool. And this one here, yeah, looked like, what's that? Caden Carter powerbombed a holy hell out of Tegan Nox. Looks like a perfect counter for that move. Anyways, Tegan Nox ends up tagging out Natalya. Natalya comes in, does her best. She eventually gets kicked in the face, and then for a setup with a move where Caden Carter tags in Katana Chance, and she goes to top rope, and she does a handstand onto Caden Carter's shoulders, and then Caden drops backwards. Katana Chance does a splash onto Natalya. 1, 2, 3. Before you got 3, of course, it's Caden Carter super kicking Tegan Nox so she could not break the pin. After that, it is Chelsea Green. She was in dismay that Natalya and Tegan lost. Perhaps she preferred to have the opponents would be Tegan and Natalya because they were just a straight up pushover. So the next team going through, maybe who knows, will this be a tag team match, a tag team championship match? Team KC, Caden Carter, Katana Chance versus the great Chelsea Green and her partner, Piper Niven. Anyways, we go and we see that next up, we got ourselves a little bit of the coming down to the ring for his big spot.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
It's Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes coming down to the ring. Taking his time here.
Rumbling in my bowels, and I think I'm gonna blow. There's a bathroom stall, I'm finally here. The toilet's there, I'm about to blow. I ate 5 tacos before the show. Shut the door and I sit down on the throne. Oh, whoa, I was never party trained when I was younger. My father was never there. I did a poo today, don't have to do lingerie. I told.
That's right. It is, of course. Cody Rhodes in there. And, and he's talking his talk. He's got a speech going on, what is this thing here? And he talks about poison, the poison mist. And this lineage of the poison mist started from the great Muda. And as a child, he feared the mist. He feared it. And then as a kid, and now facing the mist again, this time called the COVID mist from Shinsuke Nakamura, he finds it's justified his fears because it is brutal. Being mist and faced by Shinsuke Nakamura. But here we go. Shinsuke pops up there on a thing on the screen. So it comes down to this. Cody Rhodes says you got 2 choices: either A, explain yourself, or come out here and we can fight. We can fight. So on Jumbotron, Shinsuke pops up. Everything goes black, and Shinsuke, he's got some things to say. Nothing in English though, because Shinsuke's like, what? He's just not going to master the English language, so he must just cut it in Japanese. So then now the audience, they've got to read these goddamn words. Like, goddamn, reading, that's not my thing. Apparently, math and reading's not my thing. So, what's it all about? It comes down to things in common. They're taught with things, that's new thing. We got a lot in common. So basically this common thing is they both reached their top at WrestleMania. Then after their big losses, each of them, Shinsuke and Cody, they slipped to the bottom of the pit. Now the question is, will Shinsuke make it back to the top? Now, according to this, Shinsuke, he wants to take Cody's story away, and because he never finished his, Shinsuke never finished his, so he's going to finish Cody Rhodes' story. Yep, they're still going on the story angle. Cody Rhodes still, he's been tag team champion, but he is not being the main champion as of late. So, Cody Rhodes challenged to prove me that we are the same. Prove me. I'm Cody Rhodes. Anyways, Shinsuke without an attack this time. No attack. Just a message on the Jumbotron. Moving on. We go with Jey Uso talk to Adam Pearce, this and that. Getting ready for his big match. And Adam Pearce is probably saying that, you can't use the word yeet ever again. Never, ever use yeet again. He didn't say that, but we all know that the WWE can no longer use the word yeet because it's copywritten by a gaming company. A gaming company that says, you know what, maybe they said, yeet, copywritten by so-and-so. Maybe they wouldn't get in trouble. Give credit to the people who copywritten the word yeet. So anyways, after that, it is Gunther goes in there and starts talking this. They get a little conversation, Gunther. Anyways, after that, we got ourselves the next match. It is the Judgment Day tag team. Judgment Day versus it's JD McDonough, Dominic Mysterio. The regular tag team match versus the Creed brothers, Bruce and Julius Creed, with Ivy Nile on their corner. Now, here's a funny thing. The comic relief, R-Truth, an absolute joke of a man. He's watching the show live with the replica belt of the New York replica belt, so it's not even a wrestling belt. So he makes me feel important that he's repping the football belt, a commemorative belt. So he's R-Truth. He thinks he's part of the Judgment Day for some reason, but he is a very delusional man, and he thinks he's part of Judgment Day. But what are you going to do? It's R-Truth. He does what he does. He's a clown. He should wear a big red nose and big floppy shoes and jump around like an idiot. He's almost already there. Anyways, the match here was a lot of work. Now, Dominic Mysterio, he was the unfortunate victim of the worst suplex ever. Now, it started with Brutus Creed with the suplex, kicking him up with suplex, passing him over to Julius Creed. Now, Julius, in order to pick him up properly, they hold him up. He starts grabbing him by his penis. He just grabs him. He's like, oh, nope, not going to go. Oh, whoa, whoa. I couldn't believe it. Just grabbing hold of his cock. Now, Dominic Mysterio, his boots today. Oh, my God. They are as floppity can be. They're hilarious. It's like, when you got skinny legs and skinny ankles, you got to compensate with your boots being like these, like Rey Mysterio. He's got these skinny legs, so he needs to wear these rain boots to make his calves and ankles look bigger. Dominic Mysterio, same thing. These ones here are like these. His boots are oversized Uggs. But hey, when you're not confident, it's how you look. Because Dominic Mysterio, he's got the body shape of a 12-year-old boy. So anyways, he gets penis suplexed. He's get held up for a while, and he finally gets dropped down. But this match, it was a good match. It was a good match, very good match. The rules were very good. Tag ropes were used a lot. They were very good. Now, here we go. There's one thing here I noticed. It was JD McDonough giving, what's that? I believe it was Brutus Creed, or Julius Creed, a massive poison Rana. It was called a poison Rana a long time ago. This was a poison Rana. Now, it's called the Dragon Rana for some reason. So Wade Barrett called the poison Rana a Dragon Rana. Now, is the official name change? Because Wade Barrett is not wrong. He's never wrong. So maybe they're just changing up. Maybe because there's a band called, Poison Rana. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to separate themselves from something else. Who knows? Who knows? Now, JD McDonough, he does this one move. He tries to help out Dominic Mysterio. He's got Brutus Creed outside the ring. And he goes for a tope suicida. Over the top rope, very beautiful, but the landing was pretty harsh. He did a little bit hit. He hit Brutus with his leg, but he took a power bomb, massive. You can hear the slap of the mat. Now, the outside of the ring, they've got 4 or 5 inches of high-tech foam mats out there, on top of the hard concrete. So, yeah, it would have stung a bit, but no injuries there for sure. After that, Brutus Creed, he tags in. He runs around the ring there, and then he clobbers Dominic Mysterio over top the commentating table. That's right, takes him out of the match. And inside the ring, they do their move. It's, Julius Creed picks up JD McDonough for the electric chair drop. And then Brutus Creed does the most pointless move ever. Well, almost ever. This is a very pointless thing. He jumps up, he does the Brutus ball. Like I say, the Brutus ball does nothing besides push. It just pushes the electric chair drop to the conclusion. And good thing with this one here, when they landed, Brutus Creed did not land on his brother this time. Did not land on his brother. He landed beside him. So this move is still stupid, but at least he didn't land on his brother. He's probably got a talking to. So Brutus Creed rolls up JD McDonough. After that, we got ourselves backstage. It was pretty brutal, with Adam Pearce letting Seth Rollins know that he's going to invite CM Punk to Raw next week. Of course, CM Punk is a free agent apparently, and Seth Rollins just shuts down the whole conversation, and he says, he tells Adam that he doesn't give a damn. He says basically, you do what you gotta do. But when he shows the world his true colors, and blows up in your face, and it will. It's just happened last week, when CM Punk was there. When everybody was cheering him, all of a sudden he says something stupid, and 2/3 of the crowd just like, okay, it's the same CM Punk, he's a loser. So yeah, when it turns on face, it's going to basically, Seth Rollins wants to call the shots. And then it's Jey Uso and Seth Rollins. They meet up backstage for their pre-match fight. And it's like, you know what? This is, all cordialness is going to be ending after this meeting. So yes. So it's going to be, who's going to kick whose face off? We'll find out in the main event, which is coming up now. But after that, we go backstage again. It's with, who knows when this was done. Like I say, I'm pretty sure this was not taken, recorded actual time. This was probably pre-recorded with after the match of the tag team match of JD and Dominic losing. They meet up with Damian Priest. JD tried to make some excuses why they lost, but the fact of the matter is they lost because Diamond Mine, because the Bruce and Julius Creed was just too much to handle. And so you got to watch yourself. It's going to be bad. So now we go to our main event match. It is for the World Heavyweight Championship. It's Jey Uso versus the reigning and retaining champion, Seth Rollins. Now here we go. Seth Rollins' career as his latest run as the world champion. He got his belt at Night of Champions, according to my research. Night of Champions of 2023, which was happened at May 27th. So the end of May. And in like about six months, he defended his championship 5 times. And by this today, it'll be 6 with Jey Uso. So already he's outperformed Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns been champion all year. Roman Reigns sucks. He's trash. Anyways, this match was a very good match. This was about 23 minutes. I'm sure of that too. 23 minutes. A lot of back and forth. Jey Uso tries to squash Seth Rollins with not one, but a couple of splashes off the top rope. Seth Rollins, like I say, Seth Rollins got his move. He jumps to the top rope to greet Jey Uso for another time, and then he superplexes him off the top rope, just right off the top rope, all the way, the way a superplex should be done, After that, the Falcon's Arrow, and eventually gets him with the pedigree. But Jey Uso is resilient, kicks out of the thing. That's right. Jey Uso goes again. He goes for another massive splash. Doesn't get it. Now here's the thing. Jey Uso went for a couple of spears. The first one he got. The second one he got. Now I believe he went for 3 spears. The third spear was too many. Seth Rollins was set up with a massive, pedigree. And what they say, I hear, most pets agree with the pedigree. He hits him with the pedigree, and then after that sets up for the curb stomp. Stomp beat the hell out of Jey Uso's head. Clean victory for Seth Rollins. Still your champion. Mm-hmm. Seth Rollins, yeah, he's the man. He's a great wrestler, showing up to work, showing up and showing out with another barn burner. Nobody needs to help him to win. Unlike Roman Reigns, I would assume 90%, 90%, probably even more. 95%, I would say 95% of all Roman Reigns' title, defense matches are done with help. That's how Roman Reigns is garbage. Anyways, after the match, Jey Uso rolls out of the ring there and then gets surprised. It's a Claymore kick right to the side of the face. Drew McIntyre decides he's taking out the bloodline one at a time, and Jey Uso's on the list. Gets Claymored, and then Seth Rollins tries to help out, but he gets manhandled by Drew McIntyre. He tries to tope him, and he gets overhead suplexed. He got overhead thrown. He got thrown away like a bag of potatoes. And then to Jey Uso, he picks him up and like a suplex throw. He picks him up for a suplex and throws him like he's a bag of potatoes. Right through the commentating table, and he has a couple words for Jey Uso. Mm-hmm. And that goes off the air where this show is over with, Drew McIntyre on top of things. Now, will Drew become the next champion to beat Seth? I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on. But we'll find out later. But that wraps up for another episode of Monday Night Raw for this week alone. Now, stay tuned for our coverage of the NXT for our podcast listeners right after this short break. And for our YouTube audience, that's it for this week. We'll see you next week for another episode of The Wrestling Show. I've been your host, Lip Hazlewood, saying bye for now.